This is Math 141, Practice Test 2, problem number 9. So we are going to solve this for x. We've got to figure out what x is. And I've got x in a bunch of different places. So I'm going to combine this down if I can. And I notice that these are all natural log. So what I can do is some condensing. I can condense this. Notice that subtraction. So this would condense down to a single log statement. Natural log of x plus 1 divided by x minus 2. And that's equal to natural log of x. Now, both sides are natural logged, so I can basically say the input into each is equal to each other. Like that. Technically, I could go e to the power of both sides, and those inverses undo each other. So now I'm here, I'm going to solve for x. So next thing I'm going to do is deal with this denominator. I'm going to multiply both sides by that in order to get it out of there. So I'm going to multiply this side by x minus 2. I'm going to multiply this side by x minus 2. And notice if I do that, those are divide out to a 1, so I'm left with x plus 1 equals, I can distribute that in, x squared minus 2x. So now I'm still trying to solve for x. I have a quadratic. So I'm going to get everything on the same side and try and maybe factor if I can. If I can't factor, I'll have to use quadratic formula. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides, and I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. And if I do that, I end up with x squared minus 3x minus 1. And notice that this now is equal to 0, because that side would be a 0. I'm not going to be able to factor that. I'm going to run it through quadratic formula. I can do that by hand, use my calculator, but what I get is x is about 3.303 and about negative 0.303. And now when I go to plug these back in, on this one I'm going to get an error because I'm going to go going natural log of a negative number here and here. So I have to throw that answer out. There's my answer.